Hey guys, welcome back to Geek Space, where today we're going to be ranking every single song from Hazbin Hotel Season 2. We have got a lot of tunes to go through, so without further ado, let's get right into it. Actually, before we start, if you haven't watched Hazbin Hotel, or are planning to watch it in the future, then stop right here. This video is packed with spoilers for the entire season, so click away now if this applies to you. So coming in last place, we have Speedrun To Redemption. Now I don't think this is a bad song. Honestly, none of the songs in the season are bad, but this one definitely feels the most forgettable. It's fast, it's fun, and it keeps the story moving, but it doesn't really stick with me after the episode ends. That said, it still does its job. It just doesn't hit the musical highs of the rest of the season, which is why it lands down here at number 20 on my list. Coming in at number 19, we have Like You. This song feels like Season 2's version of Welcome to Heaven, but honestly, I think it's much better. I love seeing Emily being totally chaotic, showing Pentious all the fun things to do in heaven, which he has none of. Pentious' verse is also great, where he talks about building a machine to get back to hell. But overall, it's an upbeat, fun song that really fits the vibe of heaven, which is why Like You lands at number 19 on my list. Coming in at number 18, we have Piss. This is the Cherry Bomb and Sir Pentious love duet. One reason it lands this low is that Pentious and Cherry's relationship feels kinda forced. I mean, Pentious kissed her in Season 1, and now suddenly they're both head over heels for each other? It makes no sense. I'm also not a huge fan of the harps he called at the beginning. However, the song does still have some nice callbacks to the pilot, and Cherry's voice actor is an amazing singer. Plus, the word piss doesn't actually ruin it, so it's not that bad by any means. That's why it sits at number 18 on my list. Coming in at number 17, we have Bad With Us. I really like this song. It's definitely grown on me since the first time I heard it. The Overlords bit at the beginning is okay, but things really pick up during the Vox and V's section. It's also hilarious that Vox made up the word Dorals just to rhyme with laurels. I really like the part where Vox tries to get the other Overlords to join him. He does this by playing into each of their different music styles. It's really clever. Overall, it's catchy, it's fun, and overall it's a solid track, which is why it lands at number 17 on my list. Coming in at number 16, we have Live to Live. This is a Pentious and Sera duet. In the song, Pentious talks about how people are afraid and make rash decisions. But I love how Sera immediately counters that by pointing out that Pentious was scared to die in battle, and yet he didn't turn to wickedness. It makes the song feel really natural and like a real conversation, which I really enjoy. Then at the end, it transitions into a reprise of It Starts a Story from Season 1, but this time from Pentious to Sera. It's such a beautiful moment, which is why Live to Live lands at number 16 on my list. Coming in at number 15, we have Clean It Up. This one is definitely more on the comedic side, and for what it's meant to be, it totally works. We were promised a nifty solo a while ago, and we finally got it. This song is pretty fast, which makes it a little tricky to get catchy. Plus, it switches to Japanese halfway through, so you can't really sing along to that part. But I absolutely love the anime-inspired art style. It makes the song really stand out and memorable. That's why Clean It Up lands at number 15 on my list. Coming in at number 14, we have Hear My Hope. So if you've seen my review of episodes 7 and 8, you probably know how I feel about this one. My thoughts are pretty mixed. The main Hear My Hope section could easily land at the bottom of this list, but I really love the Alistair and Rosie's part. It's super catchy. And the real highlight, Abel's section. It is so good. Very Fall Out Boy meets Panic at the Disco. Honestly, if that part was a song on its own, it would totally be top 5 for sure. Unfortunately, the old Care Bear section drags it down, which is why Hear My Hope lands at number 14 on my list. Coming in at number 13, we have Easy. This is the long-awaited Charlie and Vaggie love song, and it absolutely does not disappoint. It sounds great, it's catchy, and honestly, it's a much better love song than Piss. The only thing is, it starts really abruptly. Charlie's having a full-on mental breakdown, and then bang, we're suddenly into a full-blown song.
My dreams are gonna die. Shut up, you know that I love you.
But even with that, Easy still earns its spot at number 13 on my list. Coming in at number 12, we have Vox Dei. This song is absolutely epic. It's very plot-heavy, with Vox declaring war on heaven. Alongside its companion piece, Vox Populi, it forms the Latin phrase, the voice of the people is the voice of God. I absolutely love the way Vox declares himself as the Omega. He sounds so menacing. Speaking of menacing, Vox's design at the end when he grows wings is one of my favourite set pieces in Hazbin Hotel. The animation during that scene is stunning. This song is definitely carried by its visuals, which is why it lands at number 12 on my list. Coming in at number 11, we have Losin Streak. This is an Angel Dust solo, and it's much slower and more somber compared to his last solo, Poison. Angel in drag also looks fantastic in this song. Blake Roman's performance as Angel is absolutely incredible. He even holds a high note for like 20 seconds. Seriously, he's basically superhuman. It's so angelic. But all of that puts Losin Streak at number 11 on my list. Coming in at number 10, we have When I Think About the Future. This one is basically a mashup reprise of a bunch of songs from the entire season. My favourite parts was definitely Vox's reprise of Once We Get Up There, and Lute and Abel's reprise of Gravity. But the standout has to be Sera's part at the end. It's so beautiful and angelic. Also, I went through this more in my review 7 and 8, but this song really tries to make you feel bad for Valentino. And no, just no. This song really makes you reflect on the season, and the journey we've been through to get here. That's why When I Think About the Future lands at number 10 on my list. Coming in at number 9, we have Sera's Confession. The vocals in this song are absolutely angelic. Patina Miller as Sera, and Liz Calloway as the Speaker of God totally kill their roles. The song follows Sera as she questions her decisions that led to the exterminations, with the Speaker of God guiding her along the way. My favourite part is definitely when Sera walks through the vision of hell. The rhymes and the beat sound fantastic. A lot of people say this is their favourite song of the season, and I can definitely see why. Coming in at number 8, we have Don't You Forget. This is a duet between Rosie and Alistair, and I absolutely love the jazzy vibe. It fits perfectly with the time period of when Alistair would have died. The song is also super catchy. I especially love how Rosie keeps on referring to Alistair with animalistic terms, saying things like he's in her zoo, he's her pet, and that the coop can't be flown. This really enforces that Rosie is in control here. My only complaint here is that it's a bit short. It could have used another minute, but even with that, Don't You Forget lands at number 8 on my list. Coming in at number 7, we have Hazbin Guarantee and Trust Us. This is the first song of the season, and it's split into two halves. It starts with Charlie at the hotel, then it switches to the V's at V Tower. Personally, I prefer the V's section, but Erica Henningsen is incredible at portraying Charlie's manic behaviour in her part. I also love the contrast between the two sections. The hotel are inviting people in to help better themselves, whilst the V's are luring people in, milking them for all they're worth, and then abandoning them. It is such a cool dynamic, and does a great job of reintroducing the cast. Each hotel member gets a moment to shine, but the V's are just so good here. Their voices harmonise beautifully. I also love the pop feel of their section. By the end, both halves fuse together for an amazing send-off, which is truly why Hazbin Guarantee and Trust Us lands at number 7 on my list. Coming in at number 6, we have Brighter. This is a Vox solo, and it dives into his backstory. We get to see how Vox killed his way to the top, and then died by a TV falling on his head. It feels absolutely epic. The song is super catchy, and especially the chorus. It just sounds amazing.
Shine brighter, brighter than the heavens and the skies above. You'll be brighter, going supernova, all the eyes look up. Brighter!
That said, there is a lot of talking throughout it, so you might need the context of the music video to be able to fully understand. But the ending is incredible. The scene where Vox has the cape and walks up the stairs is just so iconic. Honestly, if I was around when Vox was, I fear I'd be persuaded by Vox myself. All of that lands Brighter at number 6 on my list. Coming in at number 5, we have Gravity. Another fan favourite, and for good reason. This song absolutely slaps. Jessica Vosk sounds absolutely incredible here as Lute. My only gripe is that it's a bit too short. I do love Lute's more modern take on rock compared to Adam's traditional style. The song also does a fantastic job of showing Lute's descent into madness after Adam's death. Plus, I love the Bible references scattered throughout, like when she said the flood's coming, or an eye for an eye. All of that lands Gravity at number 5 on my list. Coming in at number 4, we have Once We Get Up There. This is the V's villain song of the season, where Vox convinces Velvet and Valentino to go along with his plan. Once they're on board, they start singing about what they'll do once they get up there. At first, I wasn't a huge fan of this song, but it has definitely grown on me. I especially love how Vox immediately goes insane when he starts describing all the torture he's planning. It's chaotic and hilarious. And the ending, it's absolutely phenomenal. That's why Once We Get Up There lands at number 4 on my list. Gaining the bronze medal at number 3, we have Don't You Forget Reprise. This is a Vox and Alistair duet, and it is absolutely amazing. The song is super catchy, but the ending is definitely the highlight. Vox starts electrocuting Alistair, whilst he's saying that he wished he'd stayed gone. A fantastic reference. Honestly, this song is just so cool. I can't even begin to describe how good it is. That's why Don't You Forget Reprise takes the number 3 spot on my list. Gaining the silver medal at number 2, we have Vox Populi. This song is split into two parts, Vox's and Lucifer's. Starting off with Lucifer's part, he tries to threaten Vox, but his attempts come off as hilarious and almost childish. The rock music fits Jeremy Jordan's voice perfectly, and it's great to see him branch out into more styles. And the visuals here are absolutely cinematic. That moment where Lucifer says that he's a serpent and a giant snake made of fire scales V Tower, pure peak. Then it switches to Vox's part, which is insanely catchy. I can't get the
It's me, Vox Populi, the people's voice.
out of my head. For some reason, this section feels a bit Disney-esque to me, but in the best way possible. Overall, this song is just brilliant. It sticks in your head and never lets go. That's why Vox Populi takes a silver medal at number 2. But taking the gold medal at number 1, we have Love in a Bottle. This is Husk's solo, and Keith David's silky smooth voice sounds absolutely amazing. The chorus is insanely catchy. And the visuals are breathtaking. The song also tells a story, giving us a deep dive into Husk's mind. We see him drinking and gambling, which really adds layers to his character. I wasn't a huge fan of Husk in Season 1, then Loser Baby made me appreciate him more, and now this song has just taken him to the next level. He's definitely one of the best characters now. All of that and much, much more is why Love in a Bottle earns number 1 on my list. Alright guys, we've reached the end of today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Comment down below which Hazbin Hotel Season 2 song is your favourite. Do you agree? Do you have any hot takes? Tell me in the comments down below. But anyway, I hope you have a great day and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!